Hello, hello. Should I put these on? Yeah, kind of. Collab, bro. Yeah, the only issue, I think, well, the main issue is, no, it's fine, it's fine. Yeah, I mean, internet-wise, yeah, it's fine. I think the actual problem might be something completely different, like the amount of space on my computer, but it's fine.
All right.
We're doing good.
If you need a stronger signal, I know my phone is as strong, not stronger. So.
Yeah, sure. I'll let you know.
Okay.
Yeah. Hello, people. You appreciating the headband? Hey. If I'll just drop this in the chat. It's very kind of you. Thank you all for the. Thank you all for taking that plunge at whatever point you guys did, and subbing to the channel. There's 10,000 of you guys now, which is a bit mad. 10,000, mad. To be honest, I would never have thought. I remember when I had I was it was just before I was going to just before I went to Lost Lands, actually, in 2018, and I was with a load of schoolmates, and I was on must have been on like 400 or something, and all my mates were going, mate, that's so good, like keep going, like we love it, you're doing so good. And I was like, I cannot even imagine being at 10,000. Like, I can't even imagine it, like trying to picture that day. And I think I kind of have to look back at that person and be happy, that now we're finally here. I mean, now it's the next thing, 6 figure that will take, the amount I've got to get to that point. But it's exciting, man. You get to a point numbers wise where people just start taking you a bit more seriously, and it's been a short kind of with Officer Sausage, with great what am I talking about? I was just talking about you. But no, more what was I talking about? I've completely forgotten. Oh, we have a question. Ask me. It is an Ask Me Anything. So yeah, ask me anything. What did I think of the new Skrillex song, Ego Death? It was okay. It was a bit meh, in my opinion. Didn't really get very much from it. Ty Dolla $ign. I'm always up for a bit of his voice, but yeah, overall wasn't quite for me. I think the beat was kind of playing Skrillex down a bit. Didn't really show him in full flow. Next question. Are you part of the Rhythm Gang? I can be if the percussion is on point, as you all know. How tall am I? Let's have some guesses. How tall am I in the chat? Let's have some guesses. Am I gay? I'm not gay. I've actually been on quite a few dates recently. Your boy's back on the market, I'll tell you that much. What's your opinion on Eurovision? Thank you, Joni, for that question. I love it. I actually have a little Eurovision group who I watch every Eurovision with now, which is good fun, but obviously you couldn't do it this year because of COVID. My age is 25. If you weren't doing this, what would you be doing career-wise? I'd probably be doing something vegan related, if I'm being honest. I love animals, and that might be my path, years and years from now. But yeah, I'm a big old animal advocate. whatever that means. What are your thoughts on the progression of Code Pandorum and the Crow's Nest Gang? That's a big question. Yeah, I mean, he is the Death Step GOAT, of course, Mr. Sven Selker. He's built a little empire for himself, quite amazingly, and Crow's Nest is awesome. Gotta love him. What mode step song gives you the most nostalgia? The sunlight hurts my eyes. Yeah, that one. What is your favorite dubstep song of all time? Doot Camp. Why don't you try to make a bass music with all your knowledge? I have made songs before. A lot of people don't know this, but me and a couple others, we were in a group called Triptych, and we made a couple songs. I might include them in a video one day. What's my next vid going to be about? You will see tomorrow. It'll be out on Saturday. Do I like Vomit Step? Yes, I do. How's your day going? It's going all right. Thank you very much. Been kind of taking it easy after the old milestone, which has been good. Ando Calrissian, who is a popular commenter on the channel, has come in with 8'6". But Volan is right with 5'9". Yes, I am 5'9". Thoughts on Tear It Up with Eliminate and Shaq? I wasn't big on it. It's quite funny, but yeah, not quite for me. Oh, there's a lot of questions. Has there ever been an artist who you haven't enjoyed a single track or project from? Unfortunately, it would probably be Right 10. However, his house stuff, like his house tune he put out, is actually quite decent. I quite enjoyed it. So there are probably a few others who I've just never enjoyed any tracks from. But no hate up in here, and they're mostly producers who are quite they're on the up. So you imagine they'll put out some good stuff in the future, which is it's all good. Do I have a job or go to school? I have a kind of job, an IT job on the side kind of thing. Gets a bit of extra do-re-mi in. I went to did uni until I was 22 at Birmingham, which is in the middle part of England. How about a vid reacting to some fans' music? I've done that a lot. And I will bring it back. We've just ordered an Ethernet cable. Don't have it today. Sometimes my computer's jamming a bit. But yeah, we'll have that soon, and then there will be, streaming for days. Do I like Deathatep? Have you ever tried making music? Yes, I have. We've just said that. Brits be like uses both. What does that mean? Do you like future bass? I've liked a couple of I mean, I'm not averse to any genre completely. Mostly flumey kind of stuff, I would say. But I mean, if I like it, if it moves me, I'm gonna like it. So, what's your fave EP? Oh, can anyone remember what EP I called my favorite EP of the whole decade last year? Yeah, I put it out at the beginning of the year, but yeah, what was my favorite? Who's my favorite British dubstep producer? Probably Chime at the moment, or Oliver's, one of them. Samanite, one of them boys. What software or website do you create your thumbnails on? That would be Photoshop. Did you know Zeta is Brazilian? I did. What do you think of The Brig? Love him. He's made some of my favorite, dubstep tracks in recent years. Also, house music. He, what was that one he put out last year? Anyway, it was in my top singles of the year video. So, do I actually believe there is a chance for a Skrillex album? 100%. I think he's working up to something. We will see. When is the next beatbox video coming out? Sometime next week. For all you, we've got a lot of people joining in via the beatbox reaction video. Welcome to all. And yeah, it was a lot of fun to make. So I'm going to be doing a few more of those in the future. They're good fun. Is it Thomas Zaka or Thomas Zaka? who's beatboxing I need to check out, because a lot of recommendations for him. Thoughts on Euro? Yep, gotta love it. Halftime as well. What made you want to pursue reviewing and YouTubing? Well, I've had a very journalistic background for my whole life, and I used to write about football, soccer for you American folk, and then after that, I just kind of not fell out of love completely with football, but music came more to the forefront. I still love football a lot, but not enough to write about it or be journalistic about it. And then, I was listening to a load of bass music, and I kind of put two and two together. Saw people like Anthony Fantano and Landon reviewing on YouTube. So I was just like, fuck it. And here we are. What DAW did you use during the Triptych era? I'm not even sure, You're going to have to ask the people who actually made the music. I was just supplying ideas. So it was these two, my friends August and Finbar at the front, just like the whizzes on the computer. And I was just at the back, just kind of giving ideas, the little yogi in the background. What's the biggest achievement over your whole YouTube career? That's a very good question. Got some big stuff lined up, which will be right up there when they happen soon. But up until now, I'm not sure actually. It's a good question. Probably have to come back to that one. Favorite dance move has got to be the old these on the old nips, and then just one of them. Really goes well with rhythm music, but also salsa. You going to Lost Lands next summer? I would love to. Let's make it happen. Voltro? Yep. Oh, fuck me. Bada bing, bada boom. What are my thoughts on drug culture at raves? I mean, my thoughts on that, if you want to do them, just be careful. I have been that person at raves before, and I was very careful, and I'm fine now. Don't do them anymore at all. Haven't done for many years now, but they had their point in my life, and that's fine. But me and my friends were very careful. Can we listen to audio in your videos through your PC and not your speakers? I would love to do that. The thing is that it takes far longer, and beyond that, I don't have the money to buy all of these songs and use them in videos, and I don't want to rip them. So, yeah. Another reviewing your recommendations video will be happening soon. My people, get your recommendations ready, but there will be a little twist. There will be a little twist. It won't just be any bass music this time, but there'll be a little twist. So watch out for that. Yeah, this is a good question. Have you received any DMs or PMs from that you've negatively reviewed? If so, who? I have, and it's mad actually. Some people are they're just so I don't know the exact word for it, but they're very receptive, even if it's really not good, the review and feedback of just the idea of their music being talked about in depth, so they really appreciate it, and that's awesome. Yeah, I mean, that has happened a few times. I'm not going to say any names. I just can't, but it does happen, 1 or 2 times a month, I would say. Will you ever be reviewing some of your subscribers? I've covered that. What's your opinion on Wales? Yeah, he's got some bangers. I think I prefer his older stuff. I know producers hate hearing that, and that sucks. Don't like to kind of say that about an artist's music, but yeah, there are songs of his from the past that I absolutely love. When is my next haircut? We'll see. I quite like it. I quite like having this cushion to kind of relax on and whatnot. And play about with it. It's just a nice thing to kind of play with, you know. But when I get it cut, it will be pretty short back and sides, and then with the mop top, you know, kind of slick back kind of thing. When I look sexy, you know. Here we go. Do I have it? Oh no. What's your opinion on Porter Robinson? Yeah, I mean, he's made some of my favorite music ever, to be honest. Worlds was or is one of my favorite albums. Unfortunately, I did hear it a couple of months ago again, the Worlds album, and some of the percussion, it hasn't aged very well, I'll say that much. But yeah, he is still one of my favorite producers, I would say, overall. Amazing ideas, amazing melodies, very musically talented, and all that. Knows how to create a hook and a memorable tune. But yes, some of that percussion. Oh, hello, little fly. Ooh, that's a good question. There's this guy called Jester, who's a D&B producer. Oh, I'll put his name in the old who's he, what's it? D&B, proper clean cut, sharp, refined, detailed drum and bass music. Jester, check him out. It's fucking skip back a bit here. What's going on? What do I think about the term EDM? I prefer the term DEM, being dark electronic music, of course. But that doesn't apply to all kinds of electronic music, obviously. I mean, you need for me, you do need a way of grouping all kinds of electronic music together. Oh, for fuck's sake. Please. Okay. Apologies for the lag. Can only apologise. There's nothing I can do. Oh God, there's so many. Yeah, okay, here we go. How does it feel to be a legend? What can I say? No. I was saying that completely ironically as a joke. So no hate up in here. What do I think of hip hop? I mean, I used to be absolutely obsessed with hip hop and rap, like all sorts, from like Jedi mind tricks to grime stuff, and Lil Wayne. I was obsessed with Lil Wayne back in the day, like absolutely loved him. Eminem, all of them. 50 Cent. Oh my! I used to be a proper hip hop rap person, and then it all just switched with the old Skrill Boy. I remember hearing that tune for the first time. Would you ever? What are your favorite house albums? House albums. You don't get many of those. Like a whole album of like commercial house music. But I'm excited for the Charmy one. Chris Lake, Chris Lorenzo. They've probably got some LPs out there. A lot of older stuff from those two, the two Chris's that I haven't heard yet. Sorry, come out a few years before I was getting into house music properly. Help, my Christian mum thinks dubstep is just noise, and she said it was satanic. Well, sorry, bud. Hang in there. Am I into breakcore? Yeah, I've actually heard a decent amount of breakcore recently. I just typed it into YouTube and clicked on a couple of mixes, and they were quite fun. Quite fun. I mean, it's quite hard sometimes to distinguish between, you know, particular songs because the patterns are quite similar. But you know, it's the same with any genre. When you start getting into it, you think most of it sounds a bit too similar, but then you know, the more you hear it, the more you just like, yeah, there's a lot of difference between these songs, and it's a genre I'm going to investigate more. Who has the superior sound design? It's Space Laces or Virtual Right? Fucking hell. It's such a good one. For me, when it comes to bass music, nation of sound design, ideas, genre experimentation, it's just like right there, you know, there's not much in it. I think maybe Space Laces just about edges it, just about, but I mean, Virtual Riot, the amount that he's improved, you know, I was listening to the Chemistry EP a few days ago, and if you hear what he's put out in like 2018, 2019, the improvement from that to that, I mean, that Chemistry EP even is fucking brilliant, as we all know, but even from there to there, that couple years of development, unbelievable improvement. And you know, Fantano has this whole like My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy is his like album that he just won't give over a 6, and for me that one is, it is amazingly put together and produced. I'm not big on the ideas, but I might do a little redux from my opinions changed on it a bit. Who knows? What is my dream? Oh, come on, man. What is my dream B2B? That would have to be... That's a good question again. Probably the Frim and Space Laces would be, I think that would just floor me. The memery of it and all of the sinewy, acidic, alien-like sound, man, it just fucked me up. The ideas and switches between genre. When you started recording commentary, did you find it hard? No, I mean, it depends from what kind of angle. If you mean from the angle of like putting a camera on and talking and, you know, trying to memorize, you know, a script you've written and stuff, yeah, I found it very hard, and I've had to adjust a lot over time, which has been good. I've gotten better, and yeah, it's, yeah, the process has gotten easier as I've gotten used to it more. But initially, yeah, I just had to kind of breathe through it a bit and go beyond the whole scripted thing and try and be a bit more off the cuff, if you get me, which work, and I'm trying to work that in more and more as I go on. But when it comes to a proper review, there's just so much that I want to say, and I want it to all be, you know, presented in the right. So yeah. How did you get the Skrillex poster? It's been in almost all your videos in the background. What's its history? At my uni, when I got there, they had a fair of just stuff that everyone was buying, but you could there was a little stall which was just posters, and they had a Skrillex one there, and I was like, oh, that's a very nice surprise. I'm gonna have to buy it now, aren't I? Because, you know, it's not very often you just see Skrillex posters everywhere. So I popped it in my room at uni, and it's just followed me everywhere. This is my actual home bedroom, so yeah, followed me everywhere. Bada bing, bada fucking boom. Vegan paella. It's decent. What are my thoughts on your own long hair? What are my thoughts on my own long hair? I mean, it's quite a lot of upkeep, to be honest. I recommend growing it if you haven't before, just to see how it goes. It's like it's good fun. It's good fun. I recommend it. Have you ever tried mixing? I have. I've DJ'd at bloody Ministry of Sound and various other places and setups. Yeah, love it. Love DJing and mixing. Geez, there's a lot of questions, boy. Yandere Devish is the term you are looking for about the people getting mad about your reviews. Not even sure I can make sense of that sentence, but Yandere. What genres and scenes do you see coming up in the future? Any exciting sounds to watch? Well, wave music, the wave genre is making a bit of a wave. Where are we? Bruh. Bowl cut. Okay, here we go. Does anyone else think he is like the Anthony Fanau? Yep, that's me, Anthony Fanau. The latest Instagram photo from Achios. Let's have a look. Let's have a little butchers. Achios. What, Dermacrush? Yeah, I've seen that. I've seen it. Oosh. Bloody hell, Jeff. Just checking the old Insta. What's your favorite record label? At the moment, I think I'm going to shout out. There's one that I found called Filth on Acid. I will. It's actually mostly techno music, but yeah, check it out. Some fucking bangers on that label. But beyond that, I think Saturate Records, quite experimental, quite industrial. You know, one of them. It's just too many questions. The weirdest song I've ever heard. Weirdest song I've ever heard. Maybe Dumpy Pump, actually. That Skrillex tune. It's quite weird, quite odd. Do I think the genre of dubstep is dying out to make room for more creative genre? It is. Probably not. I think people will always be on the dubstep hype, but next few years or so. But no, I don't think there'll ever be a point where it's you know, just fully. I think, yeah, people always want to do it. Some genres will, but it'll never fully go away, I don't think. What do I think about Zed's Dead's Northern Lights? Yeah, not massive on that album, I have to admit. I'm legally allowed to use a vocal of yours in a build-up? I mean, I'm never gonna you know, hit you up about that, or fucking legally get in the way of you doing that. So no, you can use all the vocals of mine from my videos that you want. Just make sure you tag me in it, is what I would say in your posting when you do it. Has your opinion changed of Joyride's Brave? Well, I might be doing a Redux review of that at some point in the future when my opinion has changed. I can imagine it might change, but to be honest, for now, at the moment, there are too many tracks in it that just bring it down for me. Some amazing music on it, like 3 or 4 songs. I'm like, fuck, I need to hear that again and again and again. And a lot of stuff that's very, not amazing, but still very good. But then a lot of stuff as well that is just I don't think I'll ever get on board with. Come on, you bastard. What's going on? Shaquille O'Neal, Shaquille O'Neal, Shaq the man, Shaq the man, Shaq the man, Shaq the man. What is my name, Connor? Well, it's Connor. Artist everyone loves, but you can't get into. Oof. A lot of people like slander, and yeah, I just can't. Was I aware of dubstep back in 20? No, you bastard. Come on. Yeah, I was all into my pop. I was a bit of a basic bitch, to be honest. Oh, excuse me. I was a bit of a basic bitch. Thank you, Big Finichetti, my man. I'm not going to tell you what video. Oh, fuck me. What video I'm doing tomorrow? It's a surprise. Is there a review of yours that you actually disagree with today? Probably not yet, but maybe ask me a couple of years from now, or a year from now, even if there's anything I'm not. Or maybe there was a Keizo one from right when I started, like 2 years ago, like 2.5 years ago. Keizo album, Overload, what's it called? Yeah, I think I was quite effusive about it at the time, but man, back in the day, I don't think I knew what I was talking about anywhere near as much, and I was a bit scared also of saying exactly what I thought, just because I was starting out, didn't want people to think the wrong thing of me. But now I'm like, full on with the honesty and all that. Especially eating an orange at the same time. Especially eating an orange at the same time. Pearl has said the Frim is making a comeback soon, I think. What makes you think that, my friend? I'd love to know. Have you got any proof? I'd love to know. Do I have any interest in doing more classic reviews? Yes, I definitely do. It's a time thing, it's like they're good for doing right at the beginning of a year, because not a lot of big artists are putting out music at that time, so I'm not having to do a load of normal reviews. But yeah, I will be doing more of them for sure. I've got a list of ones to do. Flat Earth on acid. What's your dream festival to attend? Oh, that's a good one. Forest EDC. Is that the same thing? Electric Daisy Con. One of them. Wasp in my room. Oh well. Have I heard the new Spore EP? Of course I have. You haven't been checking my tracks of the week. If you don't know, if you only follow me on YouTube, I do a tracks of the week every single week. It's up on my SoundCloud, Naughty Steps SoundCloud. I post it up to Twitter, YouTube, Facebook. Not YouTube, Instagram. Man, I should have closed my windows. It's pissed me off. Do I listen to Skella? Yeah, not massive, to be honest. Not massive on it. Just music that doesn't really do very much for me, if I'm being honest. What year of dubstep do you view as the golden era? That would have to be, for me, around 2011, maybe. The lag is also making a wave. I appreciate that. How do you keep up with newer music? Every fucking week there are tons to look at. I personally listen to 10 seconds tops. It's my job, man. I just got to keep up with everything. I try to listen to as much stuff during the week, but mostly I listen to it on a Sunday, put everything aside and just listen to everything that's come out in that week. It's a few hundred songs, so there is a bit of skipping involved, but I start with the introduction of every song, and then, you know, if it isn't great, if I can sense already that it isn't great, then I'll just, you know, skip along a bit and see if it improves, kind of thing, and then just keep going like that. And it works pretty fine, to be honest. And then I hear all of them again later on, like a few weeks later, and then I decide whether they're going in a playlist or getting binned. No, I mean, that's a bad way of putting it, but like just forgetting about it, kind of thing, not hearing it again. My favorite NSD release of the year. My top 2020 video. How about that? Video, I mean playlist. God, I'm fucking mixing up the words today. Oh, I know, but I'm not going to tell you because that'll give it away. Yeah, I don't get when music reviewers who do like end of year lists, like why they do middle year ones. Like, why? Like, why would you give away pretty much what you're going to put, a load of stuff you're going to put in your end of year list? Like, why would you give that away midway through? I don't get it. Because like with those videos, for me, they're meant to be a complete surprise. Like, you're meant to have no idea at all what I'm going to put in them. And so, yeah. What's the hardest part about being the type of YouTuber you are? Probably the filming part can take quite a while sometimes. If I know exactly what I want to say, sometimes I'm not saying it in the exact right way or how I want to say it, so I have to do take and take and take, which is fine. But you know, yeah, sometimes it takes a lot longer than I would wish. And then obviously, if you do more takes, it just means it takes longer to edit as well. So yeah, it's long. It's fucking long. But I love the writing part. I can love the editing part sometimes, and sometimes the filming part goes well as well. So yeah. Myro EP when? It's a good question. It's a good question. Do I like cheese if it's vegan and is bereft of, well, not bereft, but without any suffering in it? Then yeah, I'm all for it. Please just go outside, please. Get out the window, you little anno— Oh, he's got trapped in the spider web. And he's back. Oh shit me. Midnight. Best song from Save Yourself for me would have to be Self Checkout. Yeah, here in the home, which is enough. I've tried using internet. Yeah, see, it's fucking lagging again. Fucking joke. But we just bought an Ethernet cable. My Wi-Fi is dying. Yeah, I can only apologise, but nothing I can do about it for now. Just wanted to have a little Q&A, a little AMA. Why not? But chill. OBS. If someone can help me with OBS and all of that, I would really appreciate it. Just please, like, I don't know what I'm doing. I've tried several times. I have no idea what I'm doing. I've even tried to get people to help me out, but it's just kind of like they've kind of guided me through it, but it's just too much stuff. Like, yeah, I have no idea what I'm doing. Naughty Whitmore from Conostep. Oh, Baba Baba Tunde. I am going to react to more beatbox videos. I've had many people asking me, and yes, I will be doing that. What are your thoughts on Elenium? Yeah, I mean, exactly. Like, as you say, he's not the darkest, kind of EDM productions. So yeah, I'm just not going to really talk about his music on the channel because it's not relevant. But yeah, like, yeah, I'm just not. I just haven't really listened to it because I don't have don't have time. Just don't have time simply. What did I think of the new Spaghetti song? Must admit, wasn't massive on it. Do I like the YAYYYYYYs? Yes, I do. Would you be opening with the Lady Gaga album? Is actually pretty decent. It's pretty decent. I can't remember the names of the songs, but I remember listening through it and just being like, you know what? That is actually, I'm liking these tunes a decent amount. What do I think about Trinergy? I love Trinergy, man. Genuinely one of my favorite producers. I'm not even just saying that. Like that Ultimate EP from 2 years ago. Fuck. So many amazing sounds and moments. Like, it's rare that you get that. It's rare that you get that. What's my guilty pleasure tune that's not EDM? Not DEM, sorry. Ooh, there's loads, man. There's loads. Atomic Kitten, bit of Girls Aloud, bit of Sugar Babes. Why not? Fucking let's have a bit of that. Oh shit, he's on my back. I don't mind wasps actually, but when they're like fucking tickling your neck, that's when you have to say something. Come on, man, just fucking go outside. How often do you go back to fan recommendations? I often find people not like certain songs given to you as a first impression. This wasp man, he's got attitude. How often do I go back to to fan recommendations? I'm not entirely sure what you mean. But as in, like, if someone recommends me a tune and I don't like it, will I go back to it? Yeah, I mean, most songs are songs I'm just going to hear anyway. So yeah, I'll hear them at least twice. And if on the second go, like, yeah, not quite for me, then yeah, I'm probably gonna give it a pass, to be honest. Okay, I've caught up with it. Do I listen to the Mr. Bill podcast? I don't. I've heard of it, and I should check it out. I should check it out. But yeah, I should check it out. It's true. Ever had the idea of making a Discord? Yes, I have. Man, so many things I want to do that it's the kind of thing that yeah, I just don't know how to set it up myself, and want to make sure that you have good moderators, and I'm just not sure how much time I would spend on it myself. Like, it seems like there's a lot of upkeep involved. So I'd love to do it if I had some people, you know, on board helping me with it and that. Do I eat pickles with peanut butter? Can't say I do, but thank you for that. Why do I limit myself to dark electronic music? Because that's my biggest passion, and if I started doing all kinds of electronic music, then I think there would just be too much of it that I wouldn't be that big on, and so I think I fear that I would sound a bit like a broken record. Beyond that, I want to make my channel as kind of niche as I can. And I didn't want to do I didn't want to do just dubstep. I wanted to do all kinds of dark electronic music, so I just made it bass music overall. And if I did electronic music just completely, that would be, you know, mountains and mountains of more stuff and music to consider. So yeah, it's a good question, but it's quite a multifaceted answer, if you get me. If you want my thoughts on Pixel Terror's EP from a while ago, just type in Naughty Step Pixel Terror into YouTube. Best rhythm track of the year so for me. There was one by, oh gosh, what was it called? I can't remember the artist. It was like Shocks or something like that. SHOCKZ. But that was good. It was a collaboration with someone else. I just can't remember what it was called. Favorite Marauder track would have to be let me put it here. It'll be under the name Mastodon, but that would be Twin Turbo for me. Massive VIP. Check it out. Do you think venues as we know it are doomed to happen again because of? Do I think? What does that mean? Do I think venues are doomed to happen again because of COVID? I suppose what you mean. Well, no, I can't even guess what that means, I'm afraid. Doomed to shut for good because of COVID. I mean, none of us know when we're going to get festivals and shows again, but I'm one of those people who I don't want to kind of do it before we have a vaccine and we know what we're doing, and there's not a massive risk of it breaking out again. You know, we just can't have that. So many people dying unnecessarily, and you know, it's really, it's awful. Have I got into any Camellia LPs after the Camellia vid? I haven't actually. Probably should. I followed him in the various places and stuff, but Yeah, I haven't had time. I can only really keep up with what's coming out right now because there's just so much stuff. You know, if you think about all the genres I have to cover within bass music and just having to keep up with everything that comes out every week, that is enough to keep me more than occupied. So hearing old stuff, you know, stuff that's come out years and years ago, you know, even recently, it's very difficult. But Chamelea's right near the top of people I need to kind of rinse and get on. Do you have any advice for someone wanting to their girlfriend that they like dubstep? Well, if you are with someone and they don't like you because of a passion that you have, then they are not for you. Straight up, simple as. Oh shit! Yeah, the Power Move review. That was a while ago. That was good fun. That is one of my songs of the year. That's a little spoiler. Power Move, big old Bangu scare. Ooh, why didn't I answer the question? Because there's so many. There's literally so many questions. It's like fucking. I haven't answered about 2/3 of them. What's your opinion on Bridim? For me, a lot of it sounds far too similar, very formulaic, and doesn't really seem like the kind of genre that you can just expand on a lot. You know, sonically, maybe you could bring in some new sounds, and you know, I've seen quite a bit of transitioning from Bridim to psytrance and all of that kind of fad and you know, trend that happened. But generally, I think most of it I've heard is just far too. It's just far too samey. You know, not a lot of difference between it. Okay, guys, how? What I want to know, this new Marauder song, how are we pronouncing it? Is it Bathory or Bathory? What are we saying? What are we saying? What do I think of ranking videos? I mean, I know that producers don't really like them or musicians in general, but you know, it's a way of showing how passionate you are about something. And if you can back it up with reasoning and if you can, you know, yeah, just back up what you're saying with explanation and reasons for why you think a certain thing, then I'm all for it. If you're just saying this one's better than that one's trash, that one's amazing, then I'm not really for that. You know, it's a bit. Some people might not see the difference in what I'm saying, but I think it shows a respect for it. You know, if you're even if you don't like it, just going into a bit of detail at least about why you don't. You know, showing respect for the craft because even if you don't like it, a producer's probably spent a lot of time on it. So yeah. Oh man, I appreciate you all so much. This is it's special to me. I'm kind of basking in the moment, realizing just lapping it all up, guys. I'm very grateful. So much sick stuff to come on the channel, and yeah, it's just sick. I'm so happy. We're all in it together. We're changing the way that this music is appreciated, and it's awesome. Uh, Like the pile of balls video I sent you. That is what it was. It was just a big old pile of balls, and yeah, I rated it. What do I think of the more underground tear out scene? Yeah, I mean, it's pretty savage. Very gnarly music. Yeah, I mean, it's very full on, very monstrous, very. It's mad. It's not for the most part not the kind of music I would just listen to like normally, because it kind of, the underground scene with tear out music, it kind of treads the line between being a bit too overblown and a bit too much to handle at points. But yeah, if yeah, the better it's produced, the more easy it is to consume, if you will, sonically. So yeah, it's good. It is good. I like the ideas of Tear Out for the most part. Quite bellowing and monstrous and all of that. But nah, some of the production is just does go a little bit overboard. Oh, Ollie, have you dyed your hair? That's mad. Looks like you madness. Um, yeah, yeah. Rap grime people is that posh Instagram. Ollie, you're a goat. What do I enjoy deep dubstep? Yes, I do. I'm an avid follower of Deep Dark Dangerous. What other labels are there? 1985, Alex Perez and whatnot. There are many others, but yeah, I'm about the deep dub. If it's dark and it's electric, then I just have to listen to it. That's my thing. So again, apologies for the connection. Be better next time. I feel like I always say that, but we actually bought. Here's hoping that. Do I ever listen to Monster Cat Uncaged? Not really, not massively. Aren't the Uncaged compilations just a load of songs that have already come out? Could be wrong with that, but yeah, that's how I feel like I went through a couple before, and I was just like, yeah, these are all songs I've heard before. I could be wrong, but yeah, do let me know. Ever gotten into orchestral dubstep? Are we talking about like Mount Eden and stuff like that, like proper throwback? I think they were a duo, but yeah, they were just so integral and important to me enjoying dubstep music. Just incredible. Who's your favorite artist of all time? It's got to be the Teletubbies, or probably maybe Pendulum. Actually, they'll be up there. But if it isn't electronic music, then I might go for. I like Muse a lot. I do like Muse a lot. They've come through with the bangers over the years. I mean, they've regressed. Granted, they've regressed a bit, Muse slightly, but oh shit! Scream and Benga back in the studio. I had no idea. That is good news. I like that news. If they make music, who's going to be talking about it. Been a good old orange peel for a bit. Oh, that's good. difference or distinction between those different kinds of rhythm. But yeah, I suppose that could happen because, you know, seeing people like Crippling and Octane being on labels like Disciple, it's pretty big. So yeah, I mean, there was a distinction between those different kinds of producer, but if there is, then yeah, I suppose that could happen. What do I think about UKF in general, mate? UKF, probably the most important label, collective, imprint, promotion channel in my life, to be honest. Like, the amount of songs I found on there, the amount of iconic songs that will just always, you know, they'll always be so close to me, those songs, and so important for me getting into bass music. Yeah, love UKF so much. Check Chimes Insta. I've heard all the music. I've heard it all. How do I feel about atonal modern dubstep? How atonal it's gotten? I mean, yeah, not for me for the most part. I prefer a bit more flavor and invention personally, but I mean, having said that, there's a lot of dubstep that is just so full on and heavy, one dimensional, but the production is so good that you can't not love it. So yeah, that's my thoughts on that. I will make more beatbox videos. I promise. I will. Yeah, the 501 situation is quite interesting because yeah, he's put some tunes out. They're a bit odd, a bit weird. Not quite him, production and ideas wise, but no, I mean, here's hoping that's a sign of more to come from him. Little Spire. Tiny little. Next reviewing recommendations will be coming soon. New Subfiltronic singles, okay, it was all right. Yeah, not bad. I appreciated the force of it. I think the production was good, but the ideas didn't quite progress enough for me. Like, they didn't do quite enough going forward, I would say. But decent. How do you explain rhythm to your boomer parents? I would just go boom, boom, ba, boom, boom, ba, and just keep doing that again and again. And try and make it heavier as it goes along. That's what I would do. Thoughts on Virus Syndicate's D&BEP? You will find out in my next monthly roundup, which will be out on Tuesday. Yeah, it's very pixelated. And on that note, guys, I'm gonna. Oh. On that note, guys, I'm going to love you and leave you through the shitty stream anymore. Just want to love to you guys. Next time, I will have everything, Wi-Fi, service, signal, whatever you want to call it. But thanks for tuning in. I love you all so much. 10K. Thank you all so much. Like, you have no idea how grateful and thankful I am that we're all in this community together. There's so much to come. And honestly, love you all. And yeah, I'm so happy and proud and all of that. So yeah, big ups to all of you, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.